Hi, Mallory. So this is the Séance of Blake Manor. It's a cool detective game, and I'm going to tell you what I've done so far. So we are Declan Ward. We are a detective. It is Ireland in the late 19th century. We got a letter that said a lady went missing from a hotel called Blake Manor, and it paid us up front, and we don't know who sent the letter. We took a horse and buggy to get there, and then when we got there, we saw this weird creature washing their clothes in the fountain. Don't worry about it, it's never come up since. Then, we came into the hotel and checked in, and everybody in this hotel is here for a seance that's in 2 days on Halloween. And due to game mechanic reasons, everybody dies during the seance. We just know that to be true. Nobody knows I'm a detective except for one guy who I will get to later. And we are looking for this lady, Evelyn Dean. Her dad was somehow responsible for killing our brother. Don't worry about it. It's never mentioned again so far. She signed in and everything seemed normal for a few days. And then she left a letter that was basically like, bye, I'm leaving. And then she left in the middle of the night, allegedly. We found out the letter was fake, and she never signed the signed out on the checkout book. So we're trying to figure out what happened to her. Yeah, these are people that are important so far. There are other people that have existed, but they're not important. Whatever. This is the manager of the hotel. He's just pissed off all the time, and I fixed his telegraph. Hooray! There's this guy. He's French. He debunks paranormal people, but like, he thinks that most of the people in this hotel are legit. So there's only one person he wants to debunk. And he blackmails me into helping him, saying, I'm going to tell everybody you're a detective. So I helped him, and then due to the nature of the information I told him, he was like, gross, I don't want to go to the seance now. It was the game's tutorial. He'll probably never be important again. Then there's this person. This is who he was investigating. She's a fake medium. She was going to kill Miss Dean and cut out her heart and eat it to gain her magical powers. We told her don't do that, and now she's not going to go to the seance, and she's pissed off at us. This lady's crazy. I stole her room key at breakfast, and I found out that when she was in the hospital for a miscarriage, her husband cheated on her with Miss Dean, so she killed her husband with poison and then came to the hotel to kill Miss Dean. And now her husband is haunting her as a ghost, and I'm trying to stop that with an exorcism. And in order to do the exorcism, I need to find something that belonged to her husband. And that's a quest I'm on. Here's some miscellaneous shit. The first night, I had a crazy dream where I had to like connect dots and walk through a long hallway. It was very spooky. And other people in the hotel are also having this dream. And I'm trying to find 3 other people. This is the door to the room Miss Dean was staying in. It's blocked off for some reason. And no one is acknowledging that it's blocked off, which is weird. And this guy is Percival Blake. He was a fucked up guy. He once owned the estate we're on. There's rumors he kidnapped some people and they were never seen again. This will be very relevant. I say that because I played this game for a while and then it crashed and I lost half an hour of game data. And in that half hour, stuff happened that I already know, but you're gonna see it. So I'm not gonna spoil it. So yeah, that's my PowerPoint. That's the end of it. I'm gonna start playing the game now. Okay. Okay. This guy, who I didn't put in the PowerPoint because I knew he was gonna be right here, he asked Miss Dean to marry him, and he has white powder stain on his coat, and he's like, the whole thing about him is he looks like he doesn't even know he's here, and I realized the game audio is turned down, so let me turn it up. Okay. So yeah, he's on drugs. That's gotta be what it is. There's a hedge maze over there. I don't really want to do that right now. I'm gonna go do what I was doing when the game crashed originally, which this outside, there is this scrap of fabric here. Presumably, it's like from a nightgown, and presumably somebody was stumbling through the gardens at night, and it was like, I should follow the trail, because someone passed through here. And through following the trail of this knocked over chair, and I think there was a painting that was askew. Yeah, this painting that's askew, it led me to the East Tower. And I go into the East Tower, and there's this big picture of that Percival guy, the fourth Harkis of Dune. A nasty looking character for sure. And I'm gonna go into investigation mode. A distinct archway, I do not recall seeing it in the hotel. Is it just me, or is his remaining eye looking downwards? It's a shame that whatever left him with this wound didn't kill him. And the most important one, the buttons on his jacket have the same pattern as those on the missing doorway at room 15. That was the room Miss Dean was staying in. So probably, if you look at the buttons on the jacket, I have to like connect the dots in this way in order to enter that room, right? Well, if we go all the way to the bottom of this stairwell, we'll actually see the archway in the picture. And it glows. What is this? Another pattern like in the dream? Because I had to connect the dots in the dream. This one looks like a pattern where the door to room 15 should be. It's the same sun motif as the one that was on the painting upstairs. And then whoops, I clicked the button, go away, let me control the game again. Here we go. You get to not watch me figure out this puzzle for half an hour because I already did it when I was playing earlier. The thing is, you have to like touch all the lines. That's the point. And I might switch to controller because I was playing with controller on the Steam Deck. And so I'm gonna... There's a door hidden behind this wall. So some context you need to know. There was once a maid at this hotel, and she went missing. And then everybody was like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? And she was presumed dead. Then her fiance showed up to the hotel and wanted to know where she was. All right, let me just set it so it doesn't duck the audio as much when I talk. How's that? Pretty quiet, but that's fine. But her fiance showed up to be like, where is she? And then he also went missing. So that was the only thing we know about that Percival guy. He's a weird guy. The air is rotten in here. This is an unholy place. Uh-oh. Right? So, like, that's the person that went missing. They look like bones. This skull appears to be human. Was that a... No, it couldn't have been. My eyes are deceiving me. A hallucination caused by gas or mold in the air, perhaps? Is that British how you spell mold? Because I don't know. But then how can I explain these flames? And then if we do the game's fun puzzle of connecting all the dots, crossing all the lines... Shout out to the Legends of Zelda, the inspiration for this game, obviously. What is... What in God's name was that? Then we exit this room. Oh, that wasn't there before. And then it makes me do it. Another sigil back here. Someone must have sealed off this passage to this area sometime after Percival walled it up. And it makes me put it in again, which is annoying because I just did it. Luckily, the little line moves faster. Another door. Oh, no, dead body. This space is even worse than the first one. Another skeleton in pieces. Is this what she wanted me to find? And I pick up the skeleton, which I don't love. I guess I should go back and see if I pick up the other skeleton. That must have belonged to that woman. Her spirit, her soul, seems bound to these bones, but not by choice. What earthly power could do such a thing? I can place remains? This I did not do last time I played. They're hugging. Oh my god, it's like that episode of Adventure Time. Percival damned them to an eternity of torment, and for what? You knew their screams would go unheard. I pray they find the peace they deserve. May God have mercy on their souls. How long were they trapped here? How long can a soul linger, and why? I wonder. Iman. No, best won't dwell on it. I hope they have found peace. So that's nice. Didn't do that last time. Didn't know I could. And then the hole is gone. And there's this armor. And I have detective vision. Ooh. Okay. That's all I did last time. That's not all I did. I did one more thing, which I will go do right now. Stables. Going to the stables. Gonna go talk to the horse guy. You can pet the horse?
There you are, love. Good girl.
Oh, that's my horse. I got an achievement for petting the horse. Sturdy working clothes. A blue scarf seems odd. He's got horse treats in his pockets.
Well, a new guest. You made your way here without my help then?
I did. You'll be the stable master, I take it.
Aye, groundsman too. I trust your trip was a pleasant one.
I've had worse. The roads out here are more robust than back east. Pleased to meet you. What should I call you?
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. If I'm spoken to as late as about that damn seance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. I'm pleased to meet you too, though I didn't get your name.
It's Declan Ward. You're against the Séance, then?
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them, you, the guests, I mean.
I'm suspicious about that line, like why he said her, right? What does that mean? I think he flubbed up.
Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
And I can talk to him about stuff. And I'm gonna ask him if he's had any weird dreams. Have you had any weird dreams? Not often, mine, but enough. And then he goes on this weird thing about long-ass dream he had. There's the young master of the house Who's like a little kid, I think. We're walking through the hedge maze. Not the way you normally go, you see, and we've come to a pit. And the boy, he starts crying. I think he knows what's coming. I keep walking right up to the pit. And casual as you mind, I tip the lad in and just watch him fall into the darkness until I wake. I have a bottle of brandy next to the bed for nights like that. Alright, dude. Tell me about your scarf. It's a gift from a young friend I'd not seen in years. Everyone's here to see the dead, but it's brought the living back to me.
Right, yeah.
Okay, bye. And then I'm gonna investigate this door, because I did this last time. It has a new hinge. The latch is ill-fitting. There's a new coat of paint. And there's a torn piece of newspaper from Tuesday the 26th, the night that Evelyn went missing, to clean up the paint. I was like, oh, this door's new. Then I talked to this guy again. I'll be like, hey, there's a new door. And he goes, Lottie got spooked and kicked the latch clean off the door itself. She was quite in the mood. They all were, really. There's no spare stall, so I had to get one and fix it in place. It's too cold to leave them out in the pasture. When was this? It was Tuesday just gone by. Can't think what set them off. Wonderful creatures, horses, but they're not clever. They'll frighten about just about anything. Rabbits, birds, puddles, and I've always said that. And that's really all I talked to him about. So I'm going to leave. Actually, there's one more thing. I gotta look at this cross. And then I gotta talk to him.
Mr. Ward.
And then I gotta talk to him about the cross. As a member of the staff placing St. Bridget's crosses? Yes, Miss Joyce. Helps her nerves calm in this chaos. And she's like the maid.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I think those are all the things I did when I played before the game crashed. You will see other characters that were not in my PowerPoint. I just didn't talk about them because they're not really important. How do I get to the map? I also did another thing. I went into this room. This supply closet. And in this supply closet, there's a key. And it opens any of the bedrooms off of the atrium. And I can get into a bunch of people's rooms. There's this stone cross. Those reddish stains are rust. At least I pray they are. I need to ask why it's lying amongst the housekeeper's effects. So there's a weird red cross. A note. Where did I leave that damned Bible? And a follow-up note. Of course, I left it handy for Mass on Sunday. Now, I didn't look at that note last time I played. Wheelchair. A wheelchair. Who does this belong to? The wheels are worn, but the seat itself looks new. Perhaps it has been refurbished. That tells me nothing. And then there's this panel in the wall with these symbols. That's a combination that I don't know. And then I left. I did get that key. And I have another key I got from another random bedroom. I do have another master key. Then I went to go open Miss Dean's door. Did I go in the hedge maze? Hedge maze? I don't really want to right now. I want to go open that lady's door. And that's where the game crashed on me, so I will be saving before I do that again. I need to go. Where do I need to go? Need to go down a floor? Down a floor. Up a floor? I think up a floor. It's confusing because ground floor and first floor, you know? But either way, I'm just gonna go to the atrium. There's that lady. I found her out, and now she doesn't like me. This is the young master of the house. The plaque tells me this is Walter Blake, the Marcus's only child. I have not met him yet. This is a weird device that, like, every time someone isn't going to attend the seance anymore, this, like, ticker goes down. So, you know, which I guess is good, because I do know that everybody dies who goes to the seance. So, let's see. I need to go upstairs. And you're going to see probably one of my favorite characters. This guy. This guy canonically cannot write. Because he signed his name with an X when he came in, and he told somebody else he can't write. He's like a druid. It's his magic stuff. He's fun. I like him. That lady, I don't know her deal. I think I talked to her last time I played, but I really do not know what she's about in the slightest. Like, I learned nothing. She's from Brazil, I think. Okay, this door. Gonna save. In case the game crashes again. So the idea is, I guess that weird Percival guy, like, had magic. Like, this is his symbol, I guess. Because, like, magic is real in this world. Like, we just saw a ghost. So, like, we know this stuff is real. Alright. How is this possible? What is this place? Whatever black magic caused this, somebody went through a lot of trouble to mask Miss Dean's room. And I know this is her room because two characters talked about how they argued. They heard her arguing outside, like, between these couple of rooms. So I know this is her room. Also, this is one of the only unoccupied rooms. If you look, like, unassigned 15 and unassigned 21s, there's only like 4. And then they mentioned, like, Mr. O'Hara specifically got his room to be next to her, and then somebody else heard, like, these two arguing or some shit like that. So, like, we know that this is what her room was. So we're going to listen to make sure there's nobody inside, and then we're gonna go in. There's a key in the lock. We'll take it. The master key for this corridor. Why was it left here? What other mysteries does this whole room hold for me? That's cool. Is her room gonna be all fucked up? Nope. Alright, let's do a look around. Let's do a butcher's. Nothing in there. There's nothing under the rug. Look under the bed. This. A bottle of turpentine. What's that doing here? There's something painted under here, but I can't make it out. Oh, there's like a symbol. Scuff marks by the bed's legs. It looks like it was moved. Oh, I push. Some kind of markings painted on the floor. I've seen this before. This symbol was in my dream. On the stone at the end. Though it is deformed here, the new shape seems to have been left. A new shape seems to have been left by the deformation. What? Let's see if I can... No, it has to... It's gone. I have to start here. The only way this makes sense. I do this. No. Yeah, shut up. It's gone. I feel like I almost got it. It's like this. This. Yeah, I got it. I'm a genius. Cutscene. Someone clean the floor. Someone use magic to make the room go away. These were things we already knew. Well, that wasn't very helpful, was it?
That sigil. It unlocks some kind of memory.
Somebody painted this sigil under the bed on the night Miss Dean went missing. The same one from my dream. When they came back to remove it, they couldn't then. They magically sealed the room to cover their tracks. I have a hazy understanding of the sigil's intent somehow. It draws attention to the person above it, though attention of what I do not know. It brings them back to the dream, maybe. I'm unclear. It's as if I have memory that is not quite my own.
Interesting. I knew looking under the bed was a good idea. Loose floorboard. Something under the floorboard. A note. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction, then north for 3. Turn west and walk for 2 junctions, then south for 1. It is kept behind a cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs. There's something else. Spider web. Piece of paper stained with what? Treasure map. What in God's name brought Miss Dean here in the first place? Another pattern. What others am I supposed to draw this time? Oh my god. Can I connect all these? I can't. Here's the thing, game. I'm so good at these. You have no idea. Oh, this can only connect to these ones? What? I bet there's a symbol I don't know. And I'm gonna see the symbol, like, in the courtyard or whatever. I could get this to go the way I... There you go. Or... Oh, this connects here? This connects here? Yeah, I can't do this right now. I'm gonna come back to this. There's nothing in there. Okay, what else is there? There's a fireplace? Like some type of figure made with sticks and twine. Is that horsehair? Why would this be here? It's obviously a voodoo thing, dude. It has been cleaned since its last use. And there was a charm in the chimney. Well, that's something. A wanted poster for Miss Barbosa? It looks like she was wanted for arson in her homeland. She set fire to some prison carts earlier this year. Arson. Did I not realize how dangerous Miss Barbosa was? Dangerous or foolish, but with the fire, that's not much difference. How did Miss Dean get her hands on this anyway? Interesting. This Miss Dean lady is up to stuff. Bottom turpentine. Looks like somebody already made an attempt to shift these markings. Oh, to clean the thing. That's what they used it for. Okay, well that's this room.
Oh, hello, Mr. Ward. Hold on. Isn't that... Yes, that's Evelyn. Miss Dean's room. It is, isn't it? I'd forgotten, but I'm sure of it now. What were you doing in there?
Claim room change, claim to be your friend, tell him the truth. I don't trust him. I'm gonna say room change. I think. Tell him the truth, because I don't trust him. Because he does cocaine. But I'm gonna say room change, because I'm curious if the cocaine will make him confused.
Ah, good afternoon. Don't mind me. I was just seeing how I like the room. I asked the manager for a room with a southern view.
Is that one free? Miss Dean is staying there, no?
The staff mentioned that she left late Tuesday night.
She did? That doesn't seem...
He knows something.
Do you happen to know why Miss Dean left?
I wasn't told. Why do you ask?
I saw Miss Dean late on Tuesday night. I tried to speak with her, but she didn't seem to be herself. She had spent some significant time at the bar, I assumed. She went towards the East Tower behind you. I did go after her to see if she was all right, but... well, even drunk, she was faster than me with this blasted stick. Anyway, I am not one to go chasing a woman, so...
That's a little strange.
I suppose she was fine, if she had her wits about her to leave. She gets up to all sorts of things. Just another one of her escapades.
I suppose she was fine. But if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Trust him a little bit more because he told me information. Just prior to her disappearance. What does this all mean? She was wandering the grounds prior to her disappearance. I have a hypothesis. Okay. I'm gonna skip this animation because it takes forever, and I don't check them and it takes forever. Okay. Alright, time for hypothesis. Miss Dean was seen wandering the southeast corridor in a daze caused by the vigil under her bed. That's my hypothesis. What if? I know what happened here.
It seems Miss Dean was wandering the halls in a magical stupor, brought on by the markings painted under her bed. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They used magic.
It seems as if the culprit knows how to use magic to achieve their ends, whatever those may be. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
You can now investigate the culprit. Eliminations are not permanent. Okay. There are a couple things I know. This lady is not magic. And this lady is not magic. And this... oh. This guy can't write. It's not those guys. And then this whole, like, stumble toward the east tower, I think I already figured out. Which is it led her to the garden. Where she got her nightgown stuck on the bush. But why not go check it out now? Don't got a better lead. Not the stables. Yeah, because that's like her handprint too. My issue is they were like, follow the trail. There's not much of a trail. It's like a few paintings, this chair. And it goes out to the gardens out here. Oh, he's back. I could have went in his room. But at the top of the hour every day, people the top of the hour, people move around. So I don't want to go into his room right now, because then at 11 he could go in his room. And I think if I'm caught in anybody's room, I get in trouble and I get like a game over. And I have to reload part of a save. I don't want to do that. Oh. Harvest of grapes. On the set, she appears to represent autumn. Okay, so that's part of the clue thing. So if I go like here, I look up treasure map. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction. Here's autumn. East is... Well, I have to go see. It's on this fucking thing. Oh, okay. Autumn. Walk east to the junction. This one? Question mark? Then north for 3. If we go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Bird. Turn west and walk for 2 junctions. 1, 2, and south for 1. When you face the stairs, it's kept under a cornerstone. This one right here. What's in here?
This is where the note from Miss Dean's room leads me. If I look in here, then... Ah! Found it. A strange book. It feels as though it's staring right through me.
That's a magic book, dude. 100%. What did I say? Fills me with dread, but then is overpowered by a sense of ambition. Are these emotions my own, or do they belong to somebody else? This sigil fills me with a deep sense of sadness and fear of being trapped. Are these emotions my own, or do they belong to somebody else? Despite the modern-looking cover, the pages are all old and rough. While they are dry, they smell of peat and moss. I'm not sure what this was written with, but I have a fear it was not ink. Blood? Ew. I can make out some Irish letters. The others are unfamiliar to me. Somebody has translated the sigils. Miss Dean, perhaps? The first one it means to open, and the second one means to close. Also written here is Scowl Release, but I see nothing of that name in these pages. Okay, so this is probably the thing I have to make in that piece of paper. Why on earth did she leave this? These symbols clearly seem like the others I've been using, but what is their purpose? So I gotta keep my peepers on that. In the meantime, I think it's hedge maze time. Is there? One of her slippers. One shoe came off in the mud. Where was she going? Uh-oh. So that's when everybody moves around. You see that motherfucker just staring at me? Alright, let's follow the trail through the maze. I've never met this person.
Ah, Signor Ward. Yes?
Yes. And you are?
My name? My name, Signor, is Carmela Mantovani.
This might be the person who's holding the seance on Halloween.
The same Carmela Mantovani
Yes.
who's hosting tomorrow evening's séance. The guest of honor, if you will.
The psychic. Is that how you know my name?
Ah, you flatter my abilities, signor. No, I overheard the staff mention a new guest and worked the rest out. I am something of the detective, no? Another example. I think perhaps you're here for a different reason. Something not like the others.
And why would you say that, madame?
You do not recognize me or my name. I would wager good money that no others came this far west without some idea of those details. Come, allow me to read your cards. Perhaps we can discover your real reason for attending.
I don't really want that because I'm worried she's actually magic. I'm also worried if I refuse, it's gonna be suspicious as fuck. I think I'm gonna do it. Also, it's kind of more fun.
After that display, how can I refuse?
Come closer then, signor. A 3-card spread, signor. 1 card for your past, 1 for your present, and 1 for your future. Let us begin. The 3 of Swords. Swords cover the intellectual realm. And this one in particular deals with heartbreak. Love, perhaps, but also grief, sorrow, perhaps even betrayal.
Surely your cards can tell you which.
They're pieces of paper, signor. They can't answer anything. They put you in front of questions that you may choose to ask yourself.
Her face looks very much like a skull. You know, like if you squint, her face is just a skull.
If these cards are to mean anything, only you will know it. The Tower. Major Arcana. These cards deal with big, life-changing affairs. As you can see, lightning, fire, destruction, and chaos are the purview of this card.
But in Binding of Isaac, it spawns a bunch of bombs.
That sounds bad.
What is bad? This card would suggest that you are, or soon will be, in the middle of something significant and unavoidable. Bad is not the right word, but neither is it good. Oh, the wind!
Does that mean anything?
That's not what he said.
Everything means something, signor. Normally, a card is upright or reversed.
Also, real quick, Wheel of Fortune.
When upright, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, means good luck, prosperity. Reversed, it means, as you may suspect, bad luck and the misfortune. On its side, I believe it means both are possible. I think your future, perhaps all of our futures, are very much in your hands. However you resolve your tower, this here and now, your own reason for attending, it seems likely to affect us all. You see, I was not wrong. There is more for you here than a mere séance.
Indeed. though I am unsure what all this means.
It means, Signor, tread carefully, but act decisively. So much hangs in the balance. And now, perhaps a more traditional conversation, see? What should we discuss, Signor Ward?
I want to analyze your outfit. You look very tired. A Toro deck worn by years. A Taro, not Toro. Your entire body is shaking. Alright, I gotta ask her about this weird device. Because that's the device that every time someone leaves the seance, it like, goes down. And she's holding the seance, so she must know about what this is. What's that device for? Is it not a measure of how successful we will be? It's what the Marquez tell me. I cannot recall it measures ghosts or the veil or such as maldetta memoria. I do not know. Well, why don't you know? Okay. Exorcism. Do you know anything about exorcism? No, I talk with the dead. If were to chase them away, I would be out of work. But there are many magicians here. Some more versed in death is certain to know anything you could ask. I do already have someone that tells me. I just want to know what she said. Strange dreams. In a place like this, how could one not? But the reoccurring one, the maze of corridors luring me to the seance, that is enticing. There is a force to work in the dreams here. You can feel it, no? It is not another practitioner. It does not have that focus. What is and what it wants, I do not know. Cough. Perhaps it will be our guest at the seance. Aha! I am sure now that there is a shared dream being experienced here. But what is it trying to convey, and how can I find out? If there only was a way I could revisit and explore the dream myself. By, like, going to bed?
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
I think that she's gonna suck the life out of everybody. That's my guess. A key? This doesn't look strong enough for a door. Perhaps some sort of locker? Locker 11? And why would it be by her footprints? Alright, I'm looking for footprints. Oh! There's her torn nightgown. Looking for more evidence of where she might have gone. Maybe this way. Coming up empty, that's for sure. Oh. A well and a bunch of symbols. Oh, this is must be the grave of the young master's mom. My beloved Mary, many those who wander this maze be as lost as I am without you in my life. Alright, I have definitely become lost. And I have lost a lot. Oh, damn, look at this thing. An old standing stone with a geometric pattern on it. I wonder if it's real or a replica. Me on Pawn Stars. Oh! Cloth. Okay. So there was some cloth. Here are some footprints. So working backwards, I believe I went in here. There's that last piece of cloth. So there's that cloth, and then she went this way, and there's footprints. And then there's more cloth. And here's some more footprints. And it leads us here. There's a bunch of birds. And a dead end. But it does have these petals in the shape of the pattern I found. I've seen this symbol before, haven't I? Yeah, dude, it's the symbol that was under her bed. That you're making me do again. And I don't remember very well. Are you impressed? A demon held her hand. Another memory, but what was that thing with Miss Dean? It was too large to be a person and transparent. Was it leading her through the maze? If so, to where? Was it another ghost or somewhere else? And who was the person watching it all? Was that the culprit observing their deeds? Wait, what's that sound? Uh-oh. That's the bellhop. He's got red eyes and tremors. Must be on drugs. And he was drinking what I assume is drugs.
Oh. Well, what were you going to say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway. Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here? I'm Doyle, by the way. The porter. We met, but you didn't bother to say hello.
Well, I was gonna, but you whisked me into the dining room, you jerk. What do you got there?
Well, I'm not letting you have any, if that's what you're at. God knows, this stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is.
What are you doing out here?
I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break. Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine. Dean.
Evelyn Dean.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something.
Who was she arguing with?
All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice, mostly drowned him out. Then she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too.
Gotta itch my ear. Just a second. Okay.
Bloody maze.
What was the argument about?
I don't know. Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him, I guess.
This has been helpful.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Vardy says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. we fought. I know because the bar was quiet, with all the blue bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
Who was Miss Dean arguing with before she went missing, and why? I could start by ruling out Father Simon and Mr. O'Finn, as they hadn't arrived by then, and Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter, too, as it was an adult man she fought with. And that's like the young lad who does drugs. I mean, let me look at the map. Is this facing the estate of... No, it's not. The estate lived to the east. So... This is definitely where it was leading me. Betrayal hypothesis. Oh, I have a hypothesis to solve. Skip. I'm gonna sneeze. And also I'll fill this out while I sneeze. I didn't sneeze, but now my eyes are watered. I think that's it. I brought to the hedge maze by a shadowy figure. What if... I know what happened here.
Something guided Miss Dean through the grounds, though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
I don't really know. I think the boot prints... That's not true. I don't think that's true. That's not true. I think it's this one.
The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone and if not, what in...
What was that thing that led Miss Dean through the maze? Was it another ghost or something else? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before. Or maybe some of the guests might know. Oh yeah, these boot prints. Stood here for a while. Okay. I don't think that they were hiding from the creature. They summoned the damn thing. Oh. You hear that? What the hell is that? Oh! What did I just see? Was that real? A giant figure smithing? What could it mean? That was freaky. Old anvil covered in Celtic knotting. Despite its obvious age, it shows no signs of wear or rusting. Its immense size must be only intended for use by whatever it was that I saw using it. A big giant. It's got a little face. You see that? Okay. That's creepy. That was crazy. This hedge maze is crazy. A lot of stuff going on in here. Can I stand up here and like find other stuff? There's that lady. See if I can find anything else in here. Oh, that's a ghost. Let's see if I can find anything else, like a whole ghost.
God almighty. A spirit. Is that Miss Dean? She doesn't seem to be moving. I don't think she means to hurt me. I need a closer look.
Well, if I step closer, is it going to disappear? Nope. Don't let this be Evelyn.
You tell me your name.
Nothing, of course. There must be some means I can use to communicate with her. You got a Ouija? You got a Ouija board? A lot of shit in this maze. Which I don't love, because that means I have to fucking walk around a maze. That's the... Oh, this is a different place. Actually. This one's different. Walking around a maze. Walking around a maze. Is this fun to watch? Probably not. Oh. Ba 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 ba. Okay, this is the spot. Alright, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I can't really see anything from up here. There's the standing stone back there. So let me just make my way back to this gazebo and leave. Oh, cross the hour mark. If this guy's out here, I'm gonna go in his room and look around in his room. I think. The bathhouse is closed for the winter. If this locked key is for a locker in the changing room, Miss Dean must have found some other way inside. We'll just open the damn... Like, is the door locked? Or are you just like, can't use that door? It says don't. Like, come on. Let's see. These are just toilets. I guess I need the map. Oh, I need to go downstairs. That's right. Go do that. Actually, I'm going to ask the druid guy about the big anvil giant. Just kidding. He's gone. So I won't do that. This is room 15, which means he is in this room. I'm going to listen. There's nobody inside, so I'm going to go inside. And he shouldn't be inside because I saw him standing outside. And I can now look at all his stuff. Sketches of something that makes my stomach turn, which has been labeled my angel. Well, that's a biblically accurate angel. No. An assortment of clothing. Wow. Clothes for the event. Clothes for the event. Okay. A note. A letter from Catherine O'Mara's mother checking in on him. Catherine, a Stornan. What's this seance of yours is done? Do come home. Your sister wants to see you before her wedding, and it would do me some good to see you. It's been too long since you last visited, though it may not seem too long to you. I worry for you, dear boy. Your peers are starting to talk. Angels might have chosen you, but have regard for your earthly self. Those who I know as my son remember. Okay. Oh, a Catholic Bible. Sections are called out, and notations are made. Anything that references angels. Okay. A journal. I'm reading his journal. I woke in the bath, almost too weak to get out. I cut too deeply. I can't go on like this. There are only so many near misses one can survive. Oh, he tried to commit suicide. I caught a glimpse, though, just before I passed out. A pale and glowing shape. Out of reach again the moment I knew it to be there. Saturday, 7 p.m., changing rooms. McLeod. Why does she want to meet? At least it's in private. Hopefully she'll be looking for some fun. Wink. Good God, I hope Evelyn comes to her senses soon. I'm so bored without her. The year John Dee was given the Yoklin language, entrusted with the ability to truly speak with angels. And if he and I are special, it is of the same sort, and it is only a matter of translating the language. 1583. A horrific sketch. The adjacent note says, had it just for a moment, and then gone again, but I'll try again. Thanks to Miss First some jars. I have everything I need now to trap it, apart from its bloody name. But soon I will have it. It won't escape me again. I have an awful notion to open one of these jars. Sheer curiosity. Best not. I don't love that. Nothing in there. A set of stationery. That's it. Okay. Well, I know the combo to that desk, but let's see if there's... Oh, shoes. One shoe shows heavier wear, exactly as I would expect for someone using a cane as heavily as he. His gait and stance must be quite distinct, so probably not him who did the hedge mage shit. What's the combination for this, I wonder? Yeah, I wonder. Soul jars. Jars labeled soul jars. They have odd symbols on them and some of sort of fluid inside. It seems that in the past he has used something called Euclid magic to commune with something he believes to be an angel. His notes and tools here seem to be part of the rituals he's used to that end. Though he has also employed near-death experiences and other unwise methods to talk with his entity. Oh, so it wasn't trying to commit suicide. He was trying to bring himself close to death to speak with the angel. I see ritual markings here with trapping circle, and now if only I could summon it written next to them. He's trying to trap an angel. I mean, he should just gotta go on over to Japan. There's one right there. Wouldn't be that hard. That's everything in this room. And then now that I have that other symbol, I'm gonna... Is there anybody in here? No. I'm gonna go do that other symbol. Where is it? Right here. And if I look at my stuff... Yeah, I don't care about that. Where is it? Right there. Done close. I don't think it's that one, because it's not like a square. Is it? Is it neither? Go all the way back. It's not quite a diamond and not quite a square. Oh, because it's right there. And I don't think either shape could be made with that. I don't think I have enough info. Okay. And I guess I'll leave. No events happening. I know that D Hunter is at the stables. I don't know where anybody else is, so I can't safely break into their room and root around. I don't think. Nobody is on the other side of the door. Well, fuck it, I'll go in. I don't give a shit. Hello. What are these dreams trying to tell me? Am I close to my goal? The answer feels so near. Down the next corridor, behind the next sigil. I must keep searching. Maybe what I seek is at the Séance. Maybe that is the dream's message. So that's the dream I was getting. She's also having that dream. Oh, I haven't met Quinn, I don't think. She's... this lady in the top right. She was researching, what was I trying to say? She's like researching something in the library, like property law or something weird. Some drawings. A published book of Miss Quinn's poetry, with scraps of paper containing annotations and drafts tucked between the pages. Okay. A book. This book appears to have been read many times. Okay. Grimoires. Grimoires, most of them printed. One is in Miss Quinn's hand, and all of them are annotated and nearly worn out at the spine. It seems they've been used extensively over the years, and the handwritten one seems to be the product of enormous time and effort. And there's clothes. That's Mr. Blake. A collection of mementos of deceased family members. Oh. But that is Mr. Blake, ain't it? Or is it just like young, old picture of, small child? A locket with two names etched onto the framing. Amla and Julia. There is a photograph in either side, each of a young girl. They look quite a lot like Miss Quinn. I suppose they would be her siblings. You don't know that. Okay, and then we have a brooch with some hair in it. A brooch containing a lock of hair. The back says Alexander Quinn, 1865 to 1896. That was recently. 1896 is like they recently died. More photographs to memorialize the dead. Lots of pictures of dead people. This is the Quinn family seems to have a lot of recently dead. It's a wonder there are any of them left at all. Yeah, man. Anything in the trash? Anything in the wardrobe? Bit of clothing. Man, I didn't find shit in this lady's room. Huh. Okay. And I don't want to just go just peeping around everybody's rooms. Arcee's bedroom. This is the lady that poisoned her husband. This is the East Tower? Yeah. Lady that poisoned husband. The Miss Quinn, who I've never met yet. The guy with a cane. Okay, so that's all the people who live in this hallway. Hair in my eye. Okay. It's a closet. Awesome, thanks. Hear that? Like, the bench. It moved to the middle of the hallway. By like a ghost or something. Spooky. These are toilets. Nobody's in there. I can't go in because I don't have a key. Okay. I can't go into any of these people's rooms. I don't have a key. Okay, so I'm not even gonna try. Globe. Globe of the known world. I wonder if they'll discover anything new. I can only imagine how thrilling it was when the Americas were discovered. If only they knew. Am I right? That bench keeps clipping out of existence. And that's why I think it's the most spooky. Oh. Lady. Leviticus 2027. Next year.
You think this is the first time I have had scripture nailed to my door? And Leviticus 2027? This is not even original. I think I know who did this. I will have to talk with her.
Talk with her?
But for now,
I thought it'd be the guy with the cane.
To sit.
Guess I'll have to go look up Leviticus 2027. Her? Who could you be talking about? And what does that Bible verse mean? Clearly someone in the hotel has bad blood with Miss Metavani. He thinks it's a woman. Could it even be Miss Dean? And that knife. Something tells me they're not likely to stop at threats. That's true. People actively are coming to this hotel to kill each other. Oh, this lady disappeared on Halloween with this vase. And she was also a Blake. So it's like, or like a couple days, I think it's the 29th, the same day that the lady who I'm looking for disappeared. So like, connected? Probably. I haven't been in here yet. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go to the library. Because the library typically has research stuff and I can look up that Bible verse. Oh, also that's the Miss Quinn lady. So, you know. I don't think I want to meet them yet because I'm fighting off a sneeze and have been for quite some time. Okay, I finally sneezed. I think I'm gonna do the Bible verse and then I'm gonna stop playing because my eyes are watering pretty bad from sickness. What do you mean I can't look up any of this stuff? I can't look up Leviticus, whatever. I don't want to talk to that lady yet. Alright, well I guess I'll stop playing for now, and then when I start playing again, I'll talk to this lady. So, thanks so much for watching, and catch me on the next one.